Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago. It'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find... The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the pass. Bang, bang.
A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
It's tough to be an offensive lineman in Green Bay because their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, knows how to keep plays alive and often extends them for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But David Bakhtiari, his left tackle, he does it as well as anyone could ever expect. Excellent footwork. Knows that the plays are going to stay alive for a long time. Often will get 2 or 3 blocks on the same play.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
Rodgers to throw once more. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That one into the hands of Hamilton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. That's a jet sweep. Here's Hamilton. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
25, check 25, check 22.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 15 carries, 87 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
15, 15,
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, let's go.
And now the Packers get set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, 22 carries, 87 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Now on 2nd and 16, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm up QB2. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Blake. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Hamilton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd down and goal. Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting a 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second and very short, Allen. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. This is McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught. It's Malone. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Here we go! 360 outlaw, 53 is mine. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Watch twist. Get it.
Running with Howard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Zadarius Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. On second down now, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Check pass.
And to give this time to the tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Howard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 35 on 2nd down. Allen. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A throw taken in by Hamilton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and now it's 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. Jameis Winston has thrown a touchdown pass. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head over to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Howard, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From midfield, here's Allen. Open man there is Malone. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run with Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Allen off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And Jennings has it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Set the tone, defense. Set the defense. Let's go.
Tight dog. Deep grip. Deep grip.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
58, 54. Coming. Hey, check 20.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Again, it's Jones. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. And Adams has it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 30 base.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Get it. Right.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Ready, go. Check. Fire.
To throw, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Let's go.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Now Allen. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Set 90 Wolf. Clear.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Sponge. Ready.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's caught. It's Malone. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. 13 yards, first down, Packers. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Check, 48's to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Big dribble. Big dribble.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that's going to push him back half the distance. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Come on, fellas.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Rodgers now on 1st down. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man here is Hamilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
All day, dog. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shoot.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen taking a shot for Samuel, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Allen to throw it. And Jennings has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now Allen throwing again. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Open man there is Malone. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
They're running it.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. They'll set up the screen to Howard, and he's got room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
To the air, Allen. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Allen. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. There he goes left side.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, go now. HC Gator.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you live.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20.
Holding offense.
Ready?
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Packers, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.